Under fire for soaring gas prices across the United States, President Obama started yesterday a 2-day, 4-state tour, essentially all of the above energy tour. But what about the Keystone pipeline that he turned down?
Did he? Because it turns out he's expected to announce plans to fast-track the southern portion of the controversial pipeline that stretches from Oklahoma, where he'll be visiting today, to the Gulf of Mexico. Of course, it's not going to connect to anything. Joining us right now is Oklahoma Congressman John Sullivan. Congressman Sullivan represents the district adjacent to where the president will visit today. Congressman, I have to tell you, one of your quotes really stood out with me yesterday because you compared what the president was doing in front of that portion of the Keystone pipeline to what Al Gore claims to have done.
Well, I think it is. It's very much like what Al Gore did, claimed he invented the Internet. He didn't. The president's going to be standing in Cushing, Oklahoma, the intersection of the pipeline of the world, and say that he wants to approve the southern part of the Keystone pipeline from Cushing down to the Gulf. The problem with that is we don't need any presidential approval for that. It doesn't cross any international lines. That's going to be done by states, the Army Corps of Engineers, and Fish and Wildlife. And it's going to happen in spite of the president. And I think this is nothing more than a con job that Oklahomans don't appreciate very much, this photo opportunity that he's doing. And I don't believe the American people are going to believe in this con job either. The president's going on this tour on Air Force One, spending millions of dollars of taxpayer money doing it. And I don't think they're just going to buy a little trip around to say he's for energy when he's not. You know, he lobbied against this last week in the Senate to stop it. Now he wants to say he's for half of it.
You're right. So he's for the southern half. The White House says that what that will do by opening up the facility there in Cushing down to the refineries along the Gulf Coast is it will eliminate that bottleneck. In the meantime, if we want all that oil, Congressman, up in Canada, we're going to have to ship it down, either by truck or by train. And when you look at who the main beneficiary is, if you send all of it down by rail, that would probably be Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad, which is a Warren Buffett company. The president's favorite billionaire would benefit by the fact that the pipeline not built and they got to ship it down by train.
You know, Warren Buffett would profit from this. Shipping it by train is not an efficient way to do it. We certainly need the northern part of this pipeline. Not only would we get almost 2 million barrels of oil from fully implemented in tar sands from Canada, but we also have the Bakken up in North Dakota and Montana.
That's right.
There's a tremendous amount of oil up there, and we're sending over $1 billion every single day to foreign countries to subsidize these nations and economies, and that money should be right here bouncing around our country, and we can eliminate that by building this pipeline and create private sector jobs.
And the president in front of solar panels yesterday saying that's where the future is.
But today he's going to be there in your home state of Oklahoma because now he is for Keystone, even though he was against it just about a week ago. All right.
Kind of like John Kerry.
Congressman, we thank you very much for joining us live today.
Thank you.
All right.